welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and today we are finishing out Battlestar Galactica. As I'm sure you can tell by the title, we are watching the combination extended edition of episodes 19 and 20, which to my understandings are parts 1, 2, and 3 of the finale. So we are going to be here for a bit, so I hope you are comfy. I hope you have drinks and snacks if you want them, because yeah, this is going to take a minute. But I'm excited and nervous because I have heard a lot of mixed reviews about the end of Battlestar Galactica. That being said, as long as it is narratively satisfying, regardless, I think that I'll be okay with the ending. Yeah, even if it's not like the one that I would have chosen for it. You know what I'm saying? So, where we are is we are on the precipice of war, I guess, with Cavill. We are losing the Galactica. We're hoping that humanity survives, but we also have to go get Hera, because she's kind of the key to the survival of the human race. And, well, definitely the Cylons and possibly the humans. And Cavill has a lot of people in his little hub where he is. So I'm very nervous about how this is going to go. Now, since this is the last time I can speculate, I'm going to speculate that I feel it will go one of two ways. And I think that that is that it will either, it would make sense narratively to me because of the whole, this has all happened before, it will all happen again aspect of it, to continue that cycle of it happening again. And then we kind of end the series where the Cylons win, and then they go off somewhere else, and then there's this idea that it's still gonna keep happening. Or the humans win, and they go off, and then there's like a moment of them showing the Cylons not actually being gone or something like that, and then there's again the idea like this is just going to keep happening. I think that would make sense narratively. I think humans and Cylons finding a way to work together so that it doesn't keep happening would be a good ending. I think humans winning would be a good ending. Like, I don't know. Those are kinds of the things that I'm thinking narratively going into this. I expect excitement. I expect tears. I expect an answer on what the hell is going on with Starbuck and has been this whole time. Is Gaius actually like a Jesus figure? Is what yeah. I just expect a good ending. So I'm just gonna manifest that and stop rambling and let us get into it and find out. Kinda just looks like Earth. Oh, maybe this is Earth. Maybe we're going back. Oh, it does look like we are. Oh, it's Caprica City before the fall. Okay, interesting.
Look, sometimes there are things you just gotta do, all right?
What? What is it?
You can call me Gaius, actually, if you want.
Interesting.
Oh, this is crazy. I've actually forgotten your name.
You might want to answer that.
Hello. Yes, it is. Oh, hello. How are you? What?
Who's he talking to?
What? What? Well, I don't know how long it's going to take. Just wait. I'm coming right now.
Who's he talking to?
Get on up to Sydney. I will. Bye.
It's the least I could do for my little sister.
Hey, I thought I was your little sister.
Okay, you are my really little sister.
I'm assuming they're both dead now.
Oh boy.
You must be. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm Kara. Come
Oh,
on
wow. This
in. It's very nice. You didn't have to do that. I'll take
the first
those.
time they met?
Put 'em in some water.
Oh.
Nice place.
It's a rat trap, but
This is when Zach was still alive?
You just get uglier every day. There he is.
I didn't think we would ever meet him.
I see you've met my better half, and this one's mine. Keep your hands off.
And a girlfriend stealer for a brother. Nice.
Never stole his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. A really bad liar, right here.
Yeah, no, we figured that out already. Zach, get the drinks.
Aww.
Dinner's almost ready.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what to say. I'm sure it was a mistake.
Nothing in my contract about being stabbed with a steak knife.
She'd be stealing. She'd be stealing while I've been sleeping.
No one is stealing from you, Dad.
Oh, it was his... I figured it was his dad.
You see, Gaius is ashamed of his family.
I need this.
Even
I need
his
this like
accent.
a fucking hole in the head.
Stupid bastard actually changed his accent. Would you believe that?
That is the third nurse in a
So
row
he
now,
wasn't
Dad.
lying.
The third nurse.
Interesting.
Guys, maybe we should.
Maybe you should have stayed in the car, which is what I asked you to do. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to ask you to leave now. I'm sure that the driver can see you to your home. I'm going to spend the rest of this lovely evening with my dad. Good night.
I wonder how long before the fall this was. Oh, Gaius's relationship with his dad is very illuminating for his character. I wish that we had seen this sooner.
Are you Laura
Oh
Ross?
no, oh no, no, no. It's gonna be her sister. Oh no.
Yes, I am. We need to speak.
Oh no.
May we
No,
come
it's about her sister. No, we just met her.
Late last night, your sisters and your father were all killed.
What?
We weren't able to verify the identity of the bodies until a few hours ago.
Oh,
The driver of the other vehicle is in stable condition, and preliminary tests indicate he was intoxicated.
Thank you. Please show yourselves out.
We're sorry for your loss.
she's gonna fall apart once they leave. She just doesn't like to do it in front of people. I think it's also one of those things that, like, how could that possibly hit you in the moment they tell you, you know? Oh, God. What's she doing? She's breaking down now.
I think she wants us to cut the pain medication.
Okay, go ahead and shut it off.
She wants to be aware. I mean, I think that that's a reasonable request, you know?
A Battlestar's whole purpose is to launch Vipers.
I kind of know how you feel. Part of my heart's here, too. Make the accelerators the last thing your men take out. Then turn out the lights and let the old girl die in peace.
The Galactica's like its own character on the show, and so it's really sad that we're losing her, you know? She got us so far.
The end times are approaching. Humanity's final chapter is about to be written. And
I don't like the sound of that.
you will be its author.
I don't like the sound of that either.
The more you want, the more you need, the more you want. There's always a hunger for more
It's
money.
because he's trying to fill
Greater
a
fame.
void that none of that stuff will actually fill,
Differently.
you know?
Oh, yeah? It's a tragedy, your life.
The point I'm trying to make, Calvin,
Calvin?
this is that there's a certain futility in centering one's entire life around trying to satisfy appetites that can truly never be sated.
If you could do your life over, what would you change?
That is a good question. Saying goodbye to the Galactica as we say goodbye to Battlestar Galactica is like... feels fitting, but also sad.
Athena. This person. She's a blow-up doll, Carl. They all
Carol.
are. Athena, Sharon,
You're
Boomer.
wrong.
Call them what you will. They're all the same.
They're all the same because we made them the same.
Don't blame yourself, but you can't trust them. You can't trust any of them.
Terrell, you're wrong, and you're jaded by your betrayal, which is understandable.
These are pilots on the memorial wall. We wanted to take them with us, you know, so we wouldn't leave them behind with the others. The others? A lot of photos still down there. Nobody knows who they are anymore.
Oh.
Probably friends and relatives of people on Galactica who died somewhere along the way. As you were.
I can't remember if that's like their first actual scene together, but it's cool to know that like that's his son in real life and they got like a little scene together at the end. I'm glad he took it.
What Baltar said the other day, is it the truth?
Yeah. I found my body, and I burned it on Earth. I don't know what I am.
No one does.
I had to ask him a question. Do you know how to plug him in?
Yeah.
I know what you are. You're my daughter. Don't forget it.
Yep.
What matters to me is the perfect throw, okay? Making the perfect catch, the perfect step and block. It's perfection. That's what it's about.
Perfection. Interesting.
When you can feel the perfection of creation, the beauty of physics, the wonder of mathematics, you know, the elation of action and reaction, and that is the kind of perfection that I want to be connected to.
Interesting.
Find a perfect world for the end of Kareth's race, end of line.
He said a lot of
For
things.
the end of Kareth's race. End of line.
Go ahead, look me in the eye, and tell me about the time that you made a truly heroic act of conscience which helped you not even in the slightest. Tell me, I'll even believe you.
You're right. I wouldn't trust me either.
Interesting. Okay. What are they doing?
Can I have your attention, please?
Sure, you have it, sir.
I thought that a rescue mission was impractical. Well, I was wrong.
He didn't say where he got the information, but Starbuck was there, so I bet he talked to Anders. Yeah, I know.
What I know is that Hera has some meaning that transcends the here and now. She's meant to fulfill a role, just as we were. So we're going, the five of us. Oh, you're making decisions for all of us now. You'll go, Tori. Truth is, you never could be alone.
So, the final 5 are going?
We're going after her.
Oh.
Or what's left of her.
No, she's okay.
Cabal's probably had her sliced and diced and cut up into 1,000 specimens.
Stop
No,
it. Just
she's okay.
stop it. Okay? She's still alive. And she's still out there. And we're gonna get her. And everything's gonna be all right.
It's not gonna be all right.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be all right. I don't know about that bit, but
No. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I love Hilo though. He holds on to hope.
Dots. Lots and lots and lots of dots.
Yeah, but it means something.
She's clearly very
You-
gifted.
She hasn't eaten in days.
You're
I think
dumb.
we
You
should-
don't know what her dots mean.
So let's get a tube in her and get her ready.
Well, actually, if you would just know what the fucking dots mean. Dumbass.
I'll go on the date if you'll stop bugging me about this campaign. How young is he?
If it turns out that there are not enough personnel to crew Galactica, I will lead a Raptor assault with anyone who is willing to join me.
Oh, wow. He's
Let there be no illusions. This is likely to be
a suicide mission.
a one-way trip.
Yeah.
So don't volunteer out of sentiment or emotion.
Oh. Lee's going. Hot dog. Coddle?
He can't afford to lose a doctor. Go on back, Sherman. Thank you.
Proud of you, Coddle, though. I wonder what Gaius will choose. Okay, so some military material.
Then you get something better to do.
Come on, guys. Choose, guys. Go on the mission. Go on the mission, guys. Go, guys, go. Go, guys, go. You can do it. Come on. I think you're supposed to be there. Based off the vision.
Excuse me.
Yeah, she's going. Of course she's going.
You didn't think you were gonna take off without me, Admiral, did you?
Never crossed my mind, Madam President.
They're so cute. Come on, Gaius. I can't believe. Gaius, you're...
Jump complete.
God.
Plot us the way the hell back out of here.
Right, you got it.
Where away?
738 Carol, 882. We'll be sliding toward it.
Okay. I think it's the colony, right?
To retirement.
Yes!
That doesn't really work out the way that you think it does. Die.
Look at that! She's the finest kind, my Ellen. The finest kind.
And almost like,
And if you're not with him in that tiny little bubble, then you might as well not exist.
If you hate him so much, why'd you follow in his footsteps?
touche. Lee is his father's son in so many ways.
You were one of my students.
Was he?
Yeah, guilty as charged. I didn't want to tell her.
What did she...
And you knew I was old enough to be your
teacher? Yeah.
He
graduated.
He doesn't look that much younger than her, to be honest.
Should I go?
Did I say you should go? I didn't say you should.
She's like, I'm looking for a fun time, not a long time.
The night's young. Apparently, so are you. Let's see what happens.
The night's young, apparently, so are you.
Hey, I'm still standing.
Which means it's time for shots.
Getting a little close there, Kara. Getting a little close. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I can't. You guys, I don't do good with throw up. I don't do well with it.
Hello, police department, please.
I found your father a new place to live.
Yeah, I'd like to. What?
He loves it.
Loves.
Your father's a very complicated man, guys, but there's a few simple things that make him very happy. The last time I saw him, he seemed happy.
Two more rounds of injections. That should keep you on your feet for another 48 hours.
2 days. Okay. That's should be enough.
You're using up the last little bit of life you got. You realize that, don't you?
Yes. You've made that clear to me several times.
I mean, what else can she do?
You've given me the little time I have left, and for that you have my heartfelt gratitude and my thanks.
Well, I don't know what to say.
No, don't. Don't spoil your image. Just light a cigarette and go and grumble.
You're patient now, EJ. You're out of your frickin' minds.
It's the best and fastest way to hook them up.
I'm not gonna hook up a Cylon into the CIC. And that means no.
Well, you need...
I'm not crossing that line.
You need to.
We are out here on this crazy ass mission because you couldn't leave that little girl behind. It is time for you to cross that line. This ship, this precious hunk of metal, hooked up to a Cylon that hits you where it hurts, it's always everyone else sacrificing. Our blood, our lives, our honor, while you stand there on your high horse and we bleed around you. For you.
Chief.
He's gonna say do it.
Look, intercept the CIC. I need someone to lead this fleet, so the base ship and the fleet are yours.
Oh, wow.
I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
And I'll see you at the rendezvous.
He's always...
We're not there in 12 hours. We won't be coming.
Yes, sir. Good hunting, sir.
Thank you, Admiral Hoshi.
I like Hoshi. His choice on men is questionable, but I still like it. Oh wow, it's so weird to see the Galactica like that. Oh, I don't like it either, honestly. Ooh.
Still not too late to flush them all out the airlock. Take too much time.
It's like, God damn shame.
I suppose this is what you could call poetic justice.
I saw his name.
What goes around comes around.
I was waiting.
Either way, Congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Downer. And the best of luck.
He's interim president?
President of the colonies, Admiral of the fleet, departing. Anyone left behind, your ass belongs to us.
Guys, stay. Guys, stay. He's leaving. I think you should stay. No, he's gonna stay. He's gonna stay. He's gonna.
Listen, I'm not.
Yes, he's gonna stay.
I made up my mind.
Guys, our people need you.
I don't belong to you. I never belonged to you. You appropriated.
You appropriated me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I led you to believe. They're all yours now, Palmer. Enjoy them. You have your passengers.
Gaius, don't do this.
Maybe I'll see you in the next life.
I'm so glad he stayed. Proud of you guys. That was a hand from Lee, you know? Like
If she can bear children.
Children. Who gives a frack?
Well,
what about us?
It's about...
What, we're supposed to die happy?
It's about your future.
Because Hera can have kids and the entire Cylon nation can survive?
I mean, yeah.
Good does that do me?
You could have left.
Galactica's seen a lot of history. Gone through a lot of battles. This will be her last.
Yep.
She will not fail us if we do not fail her. If we succeed in our mission, Galactica will bring us home. If we don't, it doesn't matter anyway.
Sure.
Action stations.
Oh, I'm stressed. Okay. Here we go. The final battle. Oh shit. There she is. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't look great, but it's okay. Anders, activate already, for fuck's sake.
It's time, Sam.
Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Okay. Oh, okay, he did it, Sam. Sorry. Oh, I didn't, okay. They did say impact, but I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. Like, they legit meant impact. They're just going in. That's fine. They meant to do that. They're doing this on purpose.
Assault team on me.
Lee, don't you die.
You know, this reminds me of that time back during Langdale Quarrel, huh?
Are they dead? Okay, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Okay, I didn't know if they were friends or not. Fucking hell. Boomer, help this child. What the fuck are you doing?
In the end, it's all about mathematics.
Yes, Boomer! But your math didn't tell you that shit. Boomer, come on.
We must be cautious. Too much force could risk killing the child.
Really? You think? Please continue stating the perfectly obvious. It fills me with confidence.
How do y'all deal with Cavill when he's such a fucking dickhead? Doesn't that just make you want to, like, go against him? Personally, I would for me.
always wanted to be proud of you. Guess I always felt that was the only thing missing.
Ooh, interesting. They're cute.
All the pieces are falling into place.
Uh-oh, head 6 is coming in. Oh!
You will hold the future of Cylons and humans in your hands.
Do they both see both?
I will.
Oh. Or do they both only see one of them?
You see them.
Oh, they both see both of them?
Reconnect me!
Cylons just blew
The
a
future
hole
of That's Hera, right? They're gonna have Hera. It's Boomer.
Tell the old man I owed him one. Doesn't change anything you did, though.
She knows.
No. We all make our choices. Today I made a choice. I think it's my last one.
All right, this is really touching. Can we get the hell out of here?
You should know that your raptor's been destroyed. You can't go back that way. Yeah, well, that's not the plan.
Can we not tell her the plan?
Right.
I sort of figured that that was it.
I owe you one.
You and a lot of other people owe me one, but you know what? Very few people ever pay back, especially the ones that owe you their lives.
I'll pay you back one day, sir. And it really means something.
You do that.
She did. Oh, she's gonna go because of the vision. Get him! Get him! Get him! Somebody get him! No, 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 no! Thank you, Kara. No, Hilo better not die. Hilo better not die. Hilo better not die. No, no, Hilo. No, Hilo. No, Hilo. No! 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 No, Hilo, don't die! It's gonna be Hera. Yeah. Get her! Door shutting. Yeah, from season 2.
We're supposed to.
Going to the opera house.
What the fuck does it mean, though? Final 5 on the balcony. Oh wow. It all happened just like the vision.
They've got the little girl.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh no! 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 Fucking cowboy bitch ass! Fuck you!
This makes it a lot easier. I just take the little girl, and I'm out of here.
Not a chance.
Kill him. Somebody kill him. Somebody shoot him. Shoot him in the head.
This thing is the key to my people's survival, and I'm not leaving without it.
Here is not a thing. She's a child.
Yes.
And she holds the key to humanity's survival as well.
And how do you know that?
Because he does.
I see angels. Angels in this very room.
He does.
Now, I may be mad, but that doesn't mean that I'm not right. God's not on any one side. God's a force of nature, beyond good and evil. Good and evil, we created those.
Ooh.
You want to break the cycle?
Yes.
If I leave you this girl, that means the destruction of my people. How does our extinction fit into this picture that you want us to believe?
We'll give you resurrection.
Ooh.
Saul.
But won't that just...
You give us Hera, and we will give you
But
resurrection.
won't that
But the war
trap
ends
you in
here.
the cycle?
You leave humanity in peace, and give up the pursuit now and for all time.
Agreed.
How do we know we can take your word for it?
Yeah.
You don't. You have to make a leap of faith.
Ah.
It's your call, Bill. I'll back you either way.
They could just kill you.
I'm losing a lot of men
Couple.
out there.
I can do something about that right now. Give me that phone.
Patch them through.
I feel like this is gonna trap them in the cycle though, right?
Stand down. All forces cease fire immediately.
Are they gonna listen? Okay, it looks like they're peacing out.
Everyone, stand down.
Give her back. Give her, thank you. Unhand her. I wish they would kill him anyway. For hate Cabell, but
As good as my word.
I don't know about that.
Let's just all agree that no matter what we learn about each other, we're all Cylons, and we're all capable of making mistakes.
Yeah. You're forgiven for all your dark secrets.
I don't know. What the fuck has she done? I don't know. I don't agree to forgive her. Just saying. Oh, the thing about Callie. Oh, because Tyrell doesn't know that. Oh fuck. I had forgotten. Tyrell isn't. He's not gonna accept that, huh?
They're broken off the download. It's a trick! Open fire!
It wasn't a trick. It's just that she killed Callie. Why did he kill himself? He doesn't. There's no resurrection, right? Oh God. Everything's going wrong.
Just jump us out of here now.
Where the fuck are y'all gonna go? What do you mean just jump?
Just trust yourself.
Oh, the song. The song.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
The song. Go to the song. Go to the song. You know. You know it. You know it. You know it. You know what you're doing, girl. Have faith.
I thought that if I assign numbers to
Yes,
the
numbers. There you go. Numbers to the notes. What are the numbers that you assign to the notes? Now where the fuck are they going? What happened on this?
You're tempting fate.
And I get scared just it's not of dying, being forgotten.
Interesting. Ah, fuck. That's not good. That's real not good. That's real not good.
You right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Where are they? Where are they? Is there a planet nearby? Kara?
Where have you taken us, Kara?
She doesn't really know. She just went with it. she took it to the rendezvous point? Or they all came to where they are? Is a new planet that they can live? Right? It looks alive. It looks alive. It looks good. It looks good. Right?
Glad you could join us, Admiral. Lieutenant Hoshi suits me just fine, sir. Admiral Stars turned out to be a little heavy. Happiest day of my life when I saw that raptor jump into the rendezvous point.
Well, there you have it, Admiral. The most advanced civilization we could locate on this planet.
Their DNA is compatible with ours.
Meaning we can breed with them.
You got a one-track mind, Doc.
No, he's talking about the future of civilization.
Listen, I'm talking about the survival of the human race,
Yeah.
actually. Not some get-together with the natives.
You also have no sense of humor.
Sorry, I mean, to be fair.
Right. Right, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, did they found a planet?
One might even say there was a divine hand at work.
Well, whoever's responsible, we're here. And here's where we're gonna stay.
They found a...
With our new families.
They found a home. I'm so happy.
No city. Not this time.
What do you propose we do?
Yeah. A different kind of civilization.
We break the cycle.
Yeah.
We leave it all behind and start over. You know, our brains have always outraced our hearts. Our science charges ahead. Our souls
Get left behind.
lag behind.
Yeah.
Let's start anew.
Yeah. Yeah. Says I agree with Lee.
6s, the 8s, and the 2s have decided to stay.
How we can contribute to the world before we pass into God's hands.
We'll give the base ship to the Centaurians. Let them find their own destiny.
Oh, interesting.
I think they've earned their freedom.
Yeah.
And what if they evolve again on their own, decide to come back in a few hundred years and wipe us out?
Probably will.
It's a risk, but I think setting them free may be enough to break the cycle of violence.
Hopefully.
It's a risk worth taking. I agree. They've earned it. Now, once the civilians have been offloaded, the fleet will leave the orbit and rendezvous with Galactica. The course of the fleet will be plotted into the nav computer ahead of time, but the actual piloting will be done by Mr. Anders. He'll guide the entire fleet directly into the sun.
Oh. They're getting rid of the ships too. Interesting. She's gonna leave it with him. Say I love you.
I'll see you on the other side.
That was nice too. He's gonna be the last person to get off, right?
Is your name William Madonna?
Yes.
Are you an officer in the colonial
Yep.
fleet?
Yes.
Are you a silent?
Nope.
Sorry, Bill. We're still establishing tests for the control. I need verifiable yeses and nos.
Not that we know of.
No.
What if?
I'm not a silent.
Have you ever stolen money from a cash drawer?
What?
Have you ever stolen money?
Enough of this crap. Take this thing off of me right now. No job is worth this. No matter how fat the paycheck is. I'd rather spend the rest of my career, what's left of it, on a broken down old ship, and have someone sit here and question my word.
Elation of action and reaction, and that is the kind of perfection that I want to be connected to.
Like the Galactic.
Last Raptor out tomorrow is gonna drop me off of this island that I found off one of the northern continents. It's cold. It's up in the highlands. There's no people.
He wants to be by himself.
For what it's worth, if what happened to Callie had happened to Ellen, man had done the same frickin' thing.
She did kind of deserve it, you know?
So, all I've ever wanted was to be with you.
She gets it now. Now they get that. Aww.
It's a very beautiful world. Does that have a name?
Galactica.
Earth.
Oh. They're gonna call it Earth.
It's not Earth.
Earth is a dream. One we've been chasing for a long time. We've earned it. This is Earth.
Okay then. It's fine.
I love that.
What are you doing?
Put your arm around me. Can you?
Dad?
I don't have much time, son.
I understand.
What's he doing?
What do you hear, Starbuck?
Hit him with the rain.
Grab your gun and bring in the cat.
What's he doing?
You should go.
What's he doing? Everyone's crying and it's making me stressed.
Not coming back this time.
That's what I thought.
He's not. Neither am I.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that I am done here. I've completed my journey, and it feels good.
Why? It doesn't feel good to me.
I want to explore. I want to climb the mountains. I want to cross the oceans. I want to... Guys, I can't believe I'm saying this. It sounds so exhausting. I must be crazy.
Was she a ghost?
You won't be forgotten.
Okay, thanks for that, Lee. Thanks for that.
So much life.
Oh no, no. No.
Just looking for a quiet little place for that cabin. Maybe a garden. I don't have much of a green thumb, so I hope that you do.
No, 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 I'm not okay. is that Kilo and Athena and Hera. Okay, he left.
Mommy's gonna teach you how to hunt.
No.
Real hunting.
No.
Yeah, and I'm gonna teach you how to build a house and how to plant crops.
Okay, maybe Mommy will teach you that, but Daddy's gonna teach you how to hunt.
I'm glad Hilo lived.
Will she be all right?
She survived. Thanks to you.
Both of you.
And that's it? That's all God wants of us? God's plan is never complete.
But I think it's safe to say that from now on, your lives will be less eventful.
And the sun comes from behind those mountains. It's almost heaven.
By himself, though.
Reminds me of you.
I was like, is that the end? Oh.
At a scientific conference this week at the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, the startling announcement was made that archaeologists believe they have found fossilized remains of a young woman who may actually be mitochondrial Eve. Mitochondrial Eve is the name scientists have given to the most recent common ancestor for all human beings now living
Hera,
on Earth.
right?
She lived in what is now Tanzania, over 150,000 years ago.
Along with her Cylon mother and human father.
Yep.
It's law of averages. Let a complex system repeat itself long enough, eventually something surprising might occur. That too is in God's plan.
You know it doesn't like that name.
Ooh.
Silly me. Silly me.
He doesn't like that. Oh, okay. So that's the end. Interesting. So, will it all happen again? We don't know. That's the mystery. We're done with Battlestar Galactica, I guess. That's sort of the headline of this reaction. I am one of the people who think that this is actually a really good ending. It's kind of what I guessed before the show started, or this episode started, not the show, that we would have like, or we could have like an ending where the humans win, or there's coexistence, but there's the idea like this has happened before, could it happen again? Or like it will happen again. I kind of like that they almost did it a little bit different in that like, yes, this has all happened before, and yes, humanity still did the thing of evolution and technology and X, Y, and Z, and created, robots, but it might not all happen again. I like the hopefulness of that ending, but I also like the sort of idea that just because something keeps happening, like the law of probability dictates that at some point it might not happen. You know what I mean? So I like that there is a possibility that humanity will still, do what humanity does, but they might not. Maybe the evolution of humanity and Cylons, maybe that is the answer, I don't know. I'm very happy with this ending. I am very happy with this episode. I am sad and confused about Kara's ending, I think. Like, all the endings, I think, make sense. Whereas the only one that I'm a little bit like, maybe I would have wanted something different would be Kara. Because we don't really have an explanation. And I think because she went through so much trauma throughout the series that I would have appreciated, like, I don't know, just like a happy life for her and Lee, like them traveling the planet and being happy and having kids maybe, and breaking this sort of cycle of trauma. Now, I do understand that their story throughout the series has kind of been more of star-crossed lovers. And in particular, in this episode, we saw that the first time they kissed was when she was still engaged to Zach. And there was just, it was sort of complicated and wrong the whole time, you know? So I get the idea that maybe that's not their happy ending necessarily, but yeah. I don't know. I think I would have appreciated maybe a more concrete answer on, like, what Kara was, but I also think that the way that they did it, it makes sense that it's sort of still a mystery ultimately, right? So, yeah. I'm honestly really happy though. Like, overall, I say as I almost start crying again, but I feel very satisfied with the ending of this, honestly. Like, I'm glad that Kara was able to lead them to a new Earth, and that almost all of the characters that I wanted to live lived, and almost all of the characters that I wanted to die died. Well, no, all the characters I wanted to die. I just wanted Cavill to die, really. And he did, so that was good. I'm glad that Hilo and Athena got their happy ending with Hera, and I'm glad that Ty and Ellen got their happy ending. I'm sad that Tyrell's by himself, but assumedly, maybe at some point he wasn't. I don't know. I'm glad that Adama gets his cabin, even though it's really sad. I hope that Lee had a good life. Like, I don't know what happened with him, but I'm glad that he said to Kara that she wouldn't be forgotten, because that was like the one thing that she said she was scared of, you know? I'm really glad that Gaius and Caprica 6 ended up together on a little farm. Also, was Gaius God the whole time? Honestly, if Gaius was God, then it totally makes sense because of the religious message that they had throughout the show, because Jesus was God's son, but he was also kind of just God made flesh, right? So if Gaius in this show is supposed to be sort of symbolic of Jesus, which there was a lot of moments of that throughout the show, then it would make sense that head Gaius was God, right? And head 6, would that make her God, or would she be an angel? like she said, a messenger of God. I don't know. I also liked the way that Gaius talked about God in the one scene where they're talking to Cavill, because this show has a lot of religious ideas, but I like that the sort of overarching thing was that... Sorry, my brain spaced out for a second. What was it exactly that he said? He said, like, God is nature. Like, good and evil are products of humanity. Like, God didn't do that. Right? What did he say? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that scene and go back, because I do want to talk about it, because I do think it's worth talking about, especially with all of the religious implications on the show, and like it even ends with a religious implication because of Head 6 and Head Gaius. Okay, so having re-listened or rewatched the scene, I really like the way that they phrase it, because Gaius is talking about this idea of God, and he's like, it doesn't matter what you call it, because we've all experienced it, which I think is very true. Like, the prophetic dreams and stuff, whatever God exists in this universe, in the Battlestar Galactica universe, there is verifiable proof that that force exists. And I like that he said, it's, God isn't on my side or your side, like good and evil. Like, we created all of that ideas, or all of those ideas of good and evil and right and wrong and X, Y, and Z. But you can't deny that there is some force at work here. And I think that in the Battlestar Galactica universe, like, you really can't deny that, because, well, one, the end of the show shows you that it's Head Gaius and Head 6, which I guess are either angels of God or God and an angel, or, open to your interpretation of what that is, because they don't explicitly say it. We don't know. But I really like the way they dealt with the question of that, because throughout the show, you do see, like, things that are, like, clearly in this universe, there is some force at work that wants things to play out. And if that is, like, listening back to this and then thinking about the very end of the episode and show, it's like, that's what Head Gaius and Head 6, aka angels, aka God and an angel, aka who the fuck knows, their whole plan was, it seems, to make the humans and the Cylons work together to realize that there is another way, that this has all happened before and it will all happen again, doesn't necessarily have to be the truth. It's like, it's interesting, because in the final scene, they're talking about, like, this sounds familiar, like, do you think it's going to happen again? It's all happened before. And they're like, you know what? Like, maybe not this time. And so that kind of seems like, even though they are some sort of possible deity, they aren't controlling things, right? They are, although they did kind of control Gaius and Caprica 6 at points, but maybe their controlling of them was to try to get to this good outcome, right? Where hopefully this cycle of birth and death and rebirth and fighting and birth and death and rebirth and fighting and all this stuff, maybe it doesn't have to happen again. Like, maybe the humans and the Cylons coming together to create a race of people is the best way to continue both races and stop the inevitable fighting, you know? So, I don't know. I really liked that. I like that the episode sort of like went back and forth between before the fall and after, and like the fighting, and then like just showed us these moments of these characters, because we've had flashbacks before and like little brief instances of that, but it was kind of nice to get a little bit more in-depth backstory for all of the characters, and just to see these moments where they were interacting and what they were doing before they became who they were, that we always knew them as, right? So that was, I don't know, it was fun. And I also really like that, you know, when Gaius told the story of his dad and changing his accent and all that stuff, like, not that I didn't believe him, but with Gaius, you never know what he's saying and like the level of truth of it, because he is really good at manipulating people, right? And yeah, it was fun to see that was true. It was fun to see his interactions with his father. I would have loved to see more of that. And yeah, it was just, I really like Gaius. Like, I think he's a very interesting character, and I really thought that he would be like my least favorite character when I watched the miniseries, and he became one of my ultimate favorite characters on this show. And so seeing his little backstory bit was really fun, and seeing sort of how his interactions with Six started and how they played out, and like what she did to sort of get him on her side. Like, I really enjoyed it. I did. I really enjoyed it. It was also really good, but really sad to see Rosalind's story before everything happened. Now, I can't remember if we already knew about her sisters and her father passing away in a car accident before the fall, but God, is it any wonder that Rosalind was so closed off and so against trying to be open and vulnerable with her heart after that? Like, there's no way that she had time to truly process, grieve, move on before the death of like most of humanity. Oh, sorry, Sammy. You know, so I just think that it's really fascinating that here's what I loved about it. About seeing Rosalind, about learning new things about Lee and Kara's relationship, and all, like, here's what I loved about it. This is the last episode of the show, the last 2 episodes, right? And we still got to learn new things about these characters. We got new insights into who they are and their stories. We got to see the story before it really started, because the miniseries is like the start of the story. And now we got to like peek from before that even. And then we get to see where they end up. And I loved it. I honestly loved this finale so much. I don't understand the people who don't like it. Like, they gave us a happy ending. For like, basically, like, this is the happiest ending that we could have expected with this show. And we actually got it. Like, the characters that we loved got to live for the most part. Like, Rosalind, we knew couldn't live. Like, that just wasn't in the cards, sadly. Because I would have loved her and Adama having a little cabin and being happy. Don't get me wrong. That would have been amazing if some fucking miracle happened and she could have survived. Kara, I think we kind of should have expected, like, I had a feeling when Lee was looking away that she was going to disappear. Like, I just, you know, she said my journey's over, and I just, they focused on him too much, and you just know she's not going to be there when he looks back around. And she's dead, so it kind of makes sense, right? Like, you know, but Hilo got to live, Athena, like, everyone else got to live, and that's, like, I don't know what more I could have asked for. They got to live. It was narratively satisfying because of, like I said, the whole through line of the show is this has all happened before, it'll all happen again. And they sort of left that question up in the air at the end of the show, and narratively, I think that that's a good story, you know? Like, are there certain things throughout the series that I haven't loved? Yes. Do I wish that they had, like, known the final five and, like, known every single thing, like, at the beginning of season 1 so that they could have had, like, tiny little hints and stuff? Yeah, you know? Like, there's certain things, like them retconning Tyrell's baby when they decided he was going to be final five, or, like, just little moments throughout the show that, like, I wish could have been a little bit different. But from a narrative arc standpoint, where the show started to where it ended, I found very satisfactory. Like, humanity lived. They proved that they deserved to live because they made hard choices. They forgave. They tried to help their enemy once their enemy turned out to possibly be friendly, at least some of them, you know, like, narratively, I find this to be a very satisfactory story, you know, like, yeah, I just do, like, yeah, I think my only thing that I don't love is Kara, because I think Kara was such a big part of the show, and she's just such an important character, and her arc is so important that I just wish that it had gone differently. But of course, saying that, that's an opinion, you know? I'm not saying, oh, I could have done it better, or they wrote her wrong, or anything like that. Like, because I loved her so much and she was one of my favorite characters, I wish she had a different ending. That doesn't mean that I think that the writers did it wrong. I think that because I loved her and I, at one point, really liked her and Lee together, it would have been nice if they could have had a new start on Earth and been together. You know, I think her having a happy ending after the trauma of the rest of her life would have been nice. But I think that her deciding that saving humanity and giving everybody a chance, because that's what she did, her deciding that that was her happy ending, and the show deciding that that was her happy ending, I think narratively is, like, I can't fault that. The only thing that I could possibly fault is that I wish it was clearer exactly what the fuck happened there. But again, I think the show kind of leaned into the ambiguity of God or a higher power towards the end. So I can't say that they did it wrong, you know. Just personally, for me, her and Lee going on adventures together would have made me happy. But again, look, this is somebody who loved the finale regardless. So I think that this has been a really good show. and I'm really gonna miss it. And I'm sad that it's over. I know that there's like a prequel series or something. I'll probably watch on my own and get that information, you know, just so I have it, you know. I don't think that that's going to be a reaction or anything. But yeah, I really liked this. I loved it, honestly. I loved this show. I loved these characters, and I'm very sad. I'm very sad to say goodbye to them, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. I think it asked a lot of really good moral questions. I think it did a really great job of showing you that there are two sides to every story, and that the bad guys can have good redeeming qualities about them, and that everybody is full of multitudes, you know? People who are evil are rarely just evil for the sake of being evil, that there is trauma and explanations and sides to every story, and that people who are bad have probably been through things that made them that way, and that just because someone is bad doesn't mean that they're destined to always be bad, that people are capable of growth and change. And I think the show really showed that people contain multitudes, right? You know, I love the way that they allowed people to grow and change and be better versions of themselves all the time. And that evil acts are evil acts, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the person is evil, and they're capable of choosing to do the right thing too. Like Boomer. She did the wrong thing so many times, and when it counted, she did the right thing. She redeemed herself. And I just thought that was a really lovely way to wrap up her story. Yeah. I do also think that there definitely was symbolism going on with Gaius being in white a lot of times. And then also, I thought it was really interesting that in the past few episodes, we have seen Head 6 in white. Actually, for a little while now, we've seen her in white, which was very symbolic, I felt, of her, like, angelicness. And then in this episode, or these episodes, she was back in her original red. And Gaius was in his red too, which is, it's just interesting because, Head Gaius, I should say, red is usually a color that we associate with darkness or deceit or, you know, whatever. And white is, you know, pure and angelic and X, Y, and Z. And Gaius in all the flashbacks was in white. And I just think it's supposed to be symbolic, you know. That's it. I also thought that it was interesting, Sam's flashback, which then came to play later in the episode before they flew into the sun, about perfection. Like, he doesn't care about the outcome. He just cares about when something is perfect. Like the perfect throw, the perfect catch, the perfect moment. He just is striving for something to be perfect, which I just think is really interesting. And I'm curious as to what that is supposed to symbolically mean. Like, I'm sure I could figure it out, but I just haven't sat and thought with it enough. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting, that that's what his flashback was about, was like finding something perfect. And then, wait, what did he say? Did I write it down? Yeah. when he told Kara after she said, I love you, and left, he said, I'll see you on the other side, which when you think about Kara leaving, her journey being done, like, I wonder if that means that they're in heaven or some iteration of heaven together being happy. Because that would also be cute, you know? I liked her and Sam a lot. Yeah. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that moment. I also thought that it was interesting that we finally got the revelation of the vision that we have seen since, I believe, season 2, right? Or was it the end of season 1 when Gaius first saw the vision? It's been around a while, but I'm glad that we finally got to see, like, the way that it all came together, and the Opera House being the CIC, and all of it leading up to this moment where Gaius has to talk to Cabell and convince him that Hera is worth living, you know? And it's just the fact that the final 5 have like, they're on the balcony with the bright light, which is also kind of like angelic and symbolic, and that they offer the answer, at least temporarily, until Tyrell kills Tori, which honestly she deserved. And all that happened. Like, it's so cool to see that vision come to fruition and just finally know what the fuck it meant. It was nice. I have a note that's just stress in all caps. Also, the fact that Caprica 6 and Gaius both saw Head Gaius and Head 6, and they saw both of them. It's very interesting. Of course, also, the fact that, like, if they're supposed to be God and an angel, or even just 2 angels, the fact that they look like them is interesting. Like, I don't know what exactly it's supposed to mean, but I'm fascinated by it. The moment of Boomer saying, tell him I owed him one, and then Adama saying, you know, people never really pay you back, like, it got me. It was so good. And I love that moment for Boomer, and I'm gonna cry if I keep talking. I just loved it. I loved it. I think that I've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about, really, throughout the episode. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch, and I'm sure there's a bunch that I've forgotten, and I'll talk about at a different time, whenever we do the live stream or whatever. But yeah, I just want to say that I loved it. Like, I'm so happy with the ending. I stressed the fuck out about this, you guys. I was so worried. I avoided this. I avoided watching this till, like, the last possible time that I could watch it and get it to my editor to edit, you know. I should have watched this days ago. But yeah, I was very stressed that I was gonna be unhappy with the ending. And the whole time I'm watching this episode, these episodes, I was like, I like this. It's making me cry, but I like it. So yeah, I'm so happy with the way that the show ended. I am sad that I'm done with Battlestar Galactica, but I'm happy that they did what they did, you know? I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this reaction. I hope that you guys have enjoyed all of my Battlestar Galactica reactions. They will live on YouTube, and the full length will live on Patreon, and I will miss it. Yeah, I'll miss it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode, or these 2 episodes, and for this whole journey of Battlestar Galactica. I'm so glad that I watched it, and that I now have it in my repertoire, and yeah, I'll definitely watch it again. I've really loved it, and yeah, I don't know what to say. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it as well. Let me know in the comments down below how you felt about the finale when you watched it, and if you cried a lot like I did. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you want, you can watch the full-length reaction to this, which is very long, so pack a snack. But that's over on Patreon if you're interested. And next week, we will start another show. I don't know what yet because the poll is not ended, but I hope that you guys will join me for whatever journey that is as well. And until next time, or if you don't, then yeah, I hope you had fun. Yeah, I guess that's it. Until next time, or whatever, when we're watching something. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. There should have been one last So Say We All, don't you think?